Okay, thank you. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hopefully everybody can hear me, and you're seeing my screen now. First of all, thanks for the time and the opportunity to speak with all of you. My objective today is to help you build a new incremental business for your company, short-term and long-term, maybe build a new core category and revenue stream to your businesses. I want to just kind of quickly go over what we're going to talk about. I developed this list of discussion topics from feedback from one of your trained counsel. I'm going to give you the important context of Bull and the support team so that if you have questions, you know who to call for what. I'm going to talk a little bit about the USA outdoor living market and give you a little information there just to give you a basis of understanding. I'm going to give you our brand position, how we position our brand and where we sit in the marketplace so you understand how to position us as you're out there with your customers. I'm going to give a very high-level product overview. I'm not going to get into details on PK today. I've got a lot of other things to talk about here. I'm going to discuss best practices and specific ideas on how to grow this category in your channel with your customers. I'm going to give you a quick overview of the virtual rain program specifics and then a generic profit picture so you can understand what you can make on our products in the marketplace based on our MAP pricing. I'm going to give you core programs on grills and components, and then on outdoor kitchens, and then review a special program that we developed for you, and then if there is time, we can talk about the warranty and order process and answer questions. This is a list of all the people at our company. We have customer service, we have service and warranty, and they are on call, and the phones are answered from 8 o'clock a.m. East Coast time to 5 p.m. West Coast time. So there is a full customer service and warranty department, and there's at least 6 people on the phone at all times answering questions and handling service claims. You can see that I'm there. On the West Coast, you're certainly welcome to at all times contact me, and then down the list of people. Certainly send me a note and I can get you this list. This is our support team out in the field. We have about 40 outside sales representatives. These are manufacturers reps. They sell other things. The Bull is a very important part of their businesses. So if we need to get to you to do product knowledge, to do training, to help with a customer, we do have people to do that. I encourage you to get in touch with me if you need some help. Just a little bit on the current situation in the USA. A lot of this you already know. Obviously, we're the top 3 world economy. We have a growing upper middle class. That's good for us that are in that place, and also very good because those are our target customers. Owner-occupied home sales have risen 12.5% to the highest level ever. This is through the end of last quarter. That's the highest level since 2006. I pulled this information off an HPBA, which is our Barbecue and Hearth Association article that they printed last week. So that's good. Having people in homes, again, those are our target customers. Yours as well, I'm sure. Interest rates remain low. They are creeping up, but I don't think that we're going to get crazy there. The unemployment rate is low. That might be an old number. And the baby boomers continue to age. That 52 to 70, which I happen to fall in there since I'm 55, that's a group of people who have a lot of money, and they are clearly in our target for as an end user. What's happening with the outdoor kitchen market, and why is there a strong future and big upside for that market? Barbecue is not a fad. Barbecue is a way of life for Americans. And the outdoor kitchen is something that's aspirational for pretty much every American. It's like apple pie, it's American. One of the things that we know about the outdoor kitchen business for someone who wants to get into it is that the National Association of Builders tells us that for every dollar spent on an outdoor kitchen, you get $1.30 return on your investment when you sell that home. So it's a great investment. So people, I mean, that's a great return on anybody's money. Plus, you get to enjoy it when it's in your backyard. We know that the U.S. is crazy about grills. 85% of the population have a grill now, but only 4% of Americans have an outdoor kitchen. So obviously, of that 85%, there's 96% of the people that need an outdoor kitchen. Only 10% of total grill owners have an outdoor kitchen, and those people, 35% of outdoor kitchen owners are likely to upgrade in the next 3 years. So they want a nicer kitchen. 38% of people who have a grill now want to purchase a premium grill or smoker within the next year. And one really important thing for you as well is that 69% of the purchases for this category are done online, and 67% of the purchases are made in the physical store. So just a little bit of insight for you to understand the category. It's the right place to be. It's a great place to build a future in a new category because it's not a fad if you can get it. Who are we and where do we position ourselves? Our objective is to provide a complete outdoor experience. We want you to be able to have everything from Bull in your backyard: the grill, the fire pit, the pizza oven, the grilling accessories that you use on your grill, all the components in your outdoor kitchen, so that you can create a staycation in your backyard. We position our product with brands like Viking, Lynx, DCS, Alfresco, and Fire Magic, but our pricing is a half or a third of those products. So premium product category, value price position. We are complete. We have kitchens, grills, components, grilling accessories, as I said, pizza ovens, and as Jan and I were talking about earlier, we're working on things like Kamados and wood pellet smokers. We're focused 100% on the barbecue business. Vikings and Alfrescos and Fire Magics of the world, they are into the indoor business, whereas all we care about is outdoor. We are driven to help our customers, that would be you, to sell product with programs, and we'll talk a little bit about that. We produce products with designers, contractors, and builders in mind. Keep in mind that we make kitchens, so we make the products that we design, the stainless steel, so that they're easy to install and easy to understand how to install them. And once you do one installation as a contractor, you should have no problem doing future installations because it's simple. We're determined to improve our quality and performance each year, and you'll see that from some of the improvements that I'll show you on our grills this year, just as an example. And we're committed to customer satisfaction long term. So I have a saying with regards to warranty and service, and our customers, and that is, I like to go ugly early. We need to take care of our customers if they have a problem. And in some cases, very rare, the problem might not even be our fault, but we want to take care of the customers so the word of mouth spreads correctly. This is just a quick overview of some competitive items, just to show you on that top line there. The retail on our #1 selling item, the Bull Angus Grill, is $17.77. Again, that is MAP priced. We'll talk a little bit about that later, but you can see that a like item in Fire Magic is $3,200, and a like item by Sabre is $2,100. DCS and Fire Magic would fall in, or excuse me, DCS and Viking would fall into the same price point as Fire Magic. So again, value position in a premium category, keeping in mind that we have lifetime warranties on our fire burners, grates, and firebox. I talked about us being complete. This just shows you, this slide shows you that we make the kitchens, we make the grills, we make all the components, and we even make the tools that you would use while you're on your outdoor kitchen. Top line, there's really only 8 things you need to know about our grills. It's a real simple category in comparison to the ones that you're used to dealing with. I used to be in the lawn and garden business, and I remember selling systemic insecticides, contact insecticides. This is nothing like that. Very simple. This is a quality product, and I'll just give you the key features. We use 304 stainless steel on this grill. It's 14 gauge, which is very thick. The gauge on a grill at your normal Home Depot would be 22 gauge. As the gauge gets smaller, the metal gets thicker. The hoods are single piece, dual line, and they're laser welded so that it's a single piece and it has a nice finish on it. It comes with lights, comes with a rotisserie and a back burner. Those grates that you see are solid 304 stainless steel, and they have a lifetime warranty. We use a cast stainless steel bar burner. Not a great picture off to the left, but they deliver 15,000 BTUs of cooking power, which is important, and they have a lifetime warranty. We use a piezo igniter, which is a very simple friction-based igniter on every valve so that you're certain to have easy fire-ups with this grill. And that's it. There's not a whole lot else to know about the grill. As far as the warranty is concerned, again, lifetime firebox, lifetime grates, lifetime burners, which are the most important things. And the only reason I even bring this up is that think about the grills that most of us buy, and how many times do we buy them in our lifetime? When you buy a Bull grill, customers buy a Bull grill, it is the last grill they will ever own. There's no reason to get a new one. And our warranty policy is, you show me the old part, you give me the serial number and the receipt, and I get you a new part. Okay? As far as constant improvements, it's important to know that we are trying every year to make our product better. We changed our hood last year. We changed to that 14 gauge stainless steel. It was at 16. We took the burner to lifetime. It used to be 20 years. We changed this to this reliable heat technology on our flame tamers, and now we have it on our burners as well. And the idea there is to make the heat more consistent across the top of the grill. We use Cal Poly San Luis Obispo to help us develop that, and we're really proud of the changes that we've made there. In addition, we changed the style of the back of the grill, cleaned it up, made it harder for water and wind to get in. We tightened up the grates on the cooking surface, and adding the metal there and the metal on the wiring racks added over 7 pounds to the grills. These grills weigh over 180 pounds. We changed the screws to make it a sleeker, easier to clean finish on the outside of the grill, and then we did some work with the piezo igniters. The whole point here being, we're not sitting still. Every year we try to improve the product. I guess the biggest thing today to talk about is how can you improve your sales at your location. And there are several of you out there that are doing this already, and I apologize to any of you that are on. Many of these ideas have come from you and from other customers like you. And let me just jump into it. Who's the target customer? Well, the most important and the biggest opportunity for you, if you haven't sold barbecue before, or even if you are, before or during getting it, when you get into this business, is to pay attention to your current account base. And I'll show you something later that you can use for them for mailing, but that's who you want to let know. Hey, we're in the barbecue and outdoor kitchen business. We use this company Bull. Here's their website. Here's a brochure. That's a big deal. And you can have them on the counter. You put a sign up. You got to let your current customer base know that you have barbecue and outdoor kitchen products, because chances are they're already buying it or sending their customers to buy it somewhere else. And you might as well get involved in that business. Obviously, general contractors, landscape and hardscape contractors and builders, home builders, deck and fencing companies, developers, retailers, anyone who sells outdoor living is our target customers. But I always go back to that. Your current account base is your biggest opportunity. What do they want based on what we've learned over the years? They want to buy a price at less than retail. And we'll talk a little bit about that and what that means for you margin-wise. But I don't think that's a big surprise to you when it comes to commercial business-to-business sales. They want service. and they want a specific contact at your locations that is a steward of the Bull program, that understands it, that can answer questions or can get them answers. So our suggestion is that at least one person in your business be the focal point for any questions with regards to Bull. These customers want a quality product that's reliable. They want a top-of-the-line product that they don't have to worry about. And once they sell it to their customer, they want it to not be their problem if something goes wrong. Many of your customers won't even sell the grill. They'll do the kitchen and to make the customer go buy the grill somewhere else because they're afraid of the whole grill thing. We want to take care of their customer. So once they make the sale, they give them our 800 number, 800-521-2855, and we take care of any questions or problems they have, if that's what they want. If not, we'll work through them. They should have a showroom or a display. We'll look at displays later. You should. So the customers can come in and touch and feel the product. And it's also another way to show that you're in the business. This is too expensive of a product to just sell out of the catalog unless they've seen it somewhere else. You got to have marketing brochures and promotions to help turn leads into jobs, and I'll show you the component brochure here in a second. How do you get the business? We talked about number one here, establishing a specialist in your organization for the category and for Bull. Make sure they get training from Bull. We'll help with that. Our website is a great avenue for that as well. Review your current account base and develop a target customer list specifically. Obviously, you want to take time to prioritize them by potential, which I'm sure you all do at this point. But you'd be surprised the people that you can get into this business that you might not even think would be interested. So don't play buyer. Make sure everyone knows that you have the program. You have to understand the pricing, products, and programs for all different types of customers. And you guys know your different types of customers, but you want to establish how you're going to price them. I think you all do that already. Initiate contact with your targets via mailing or email, and then follow up and set appointments with key buyers. And again, we will help with that, and we'll talk a little bit later about large customers that you want to go after, large developers, builders. We want to be involved in that presentation, even to the point where Robbie Basinger, our director of sales, or myself might need to be there. Plan your calls with your Bull salesperson, and have your product on display, and make sure you have a burner and a grate from the store with you when you're out on your call. So if you can't bring a product, bring the grate and the burner and the flame tamer, and you can show the quality of the product just by taking those out and handing them to the customer, because they are large and heavy, and you can feel the quality. This is the quad fold that I was talking about. It easily fits into a regular envelope, and you can mail it out to your customers, or if you have a specific need, we can print this up and make a spot for you to stamp your address on it so that it comes back to you, and you can ship it kind of like a postcard. It shows all of the grills, and then on the inside of it, it shows all of the components. And it's highlighting a couple of the new items on here as well. And these are available from Bull, from your sales representative. Just get in touch with us. If you have a big mailing coming up, we want to talk about that, depending on the quantities you need, but we want to be supportive in your efforts to try and get new customers. We talked a little bit about this, that in addition to the regular programs I'm going to show you, if you have a large customer that you want us to help you with, or we need to specifically address a competitive issue with that customer, please involve your Bull salesman, involve Bull management, and we'll help you nail down a commitment and get an order. So, reach out to us if you have something that's, significant. Obviously, you want to get your local person involved in everything. This is your program, and I'm speaking in general terms. Some of you might have a little bit better pricing, but nobody has any pricing that's any less. Your price would be any higher than this. So let's just talk about it. and these are basic components of the program. The prepaid freight for components is $8,000. That does not include kitchens. Those are actual freight, but we can help you estimate what freight would be to your location. Just work with us on that, and we can say, hey, you know what, the range of freight will be from $500 to $1,200 for these kitchens, and we can give you kind of a rule of thumb. But equipment, that would be grills and components, storage drawers, ice chests, things like that, are $8,000 prepaid. If you buy kitchens, the freight is added. Store displays for inside your stores or burn units are 15% off of whatever your regular price is. We have a 3% virtual grain rebate to your group. Pricing for all of you is 3% off wholesale, which means it's 42% off of MAP pricing. We'll look at that in a little bit more detail on the next slide. We have developed 3 special programs for virtual grain distributors, and we'll look at that here in a little bit. You get to decide the timing. You just need to call it out on the purchase order so that we can compensate you or credit you for those promotions. And we'll talk about, as I said, we'll talk about that in a second. You want to make sure that you have the MAP pricing and MAP policy letter. Basically, there's MAP on grills and components. We don't do MAP on kitchens or on accessories at this point. This is a little profit study I did for you on our #1 selling item, which is the Angus grill. At the pricing that I just suggested, and again, some of you might have a little bit lower pricing, your cost is $1,033. The MAP retail is $1,777, so you make $744 or 42%. So if you're selling it at retail, that's the way it would go. If our contractor costs, which we call contractor costs, 20% off of MAP retail would be $1,421. Your profit for that would be $388 or 27%. Now, you don't have to go all the way to 20% off. You could do 10, but as you can see, it would still be above 35% profit margin, giving a discount off of MAP retail. And we control MAP. Yes, there are violators, but we work on it on a weekly basis to try and keep it in place. And we will continue to be vigilant on it. But this is a good example of the kind of profit that's involved in the program. I wanted to give you just some core program details so that you get a general idea of what our programs look like. The first thing we kind of talk about is equipment sales. Keep in mind that 75% of our volume comes from equipment. So people are buying the equipment from us and building their own kitchens. So I think that this is the biggest opportunity for you in your stores and for the distributors that have taken on the program. They also have the same kind of play on equipment being their #1 volume items. So grills, doors, drawers, refrigerators, we're super complete, and this is where you really ought to focus with your current customers. For most of you, this is where you want to be. We have a couple of different kinds of displays that you can use for display in your distribution locations. You can do the contractor rack. One of them we even can assemble now with the TV mount, and you see the POP piece along the bottom of the unit, and that comes with the rack going forward. You see the item number for the rack. The rack is free. You pay for the equipment, and again, any equipment that goes with this display and is on display would be 15% off of your regular cost. This is a picture of our media center. In the past, we've required a $10,000 order with this media center, and I think it has a regular cost of $3,000 for the unit. Comes with the TV, the header card, the Brahma grill, and the door-to-door combo. Color boards if you're in the kitchen business, and you pay for the freight. But this is a great display. It's got a great retail feel, whereas the rack before is more of a commercial feel. This is a great retail feel, and it lets the customer touch the product, open the drawer, feel the quality, and it has good impact in the store because you can run the video and kind of show all of the things that we have available there. We've got how to care for your grill, a video about Bull and you know, where we come from, specific recipes and how to use the product, and all of that is on loop that will come with the media center. Another option for equipment displays is that we will build, these are actually 2 SKU numbers that we'll build that contain pretty much everything we do. They're 2-sided. I didn't get to show you both sides in the picture, but I've listed everything that's in each of these displays. And the way this goes is you get the display for free. We'll build it, and all you got to do is buy the equipment that's in it. We'll build any display that you ask us to build for free. You pay for the freight, and you pay for the equipment that goes in it. So if you have some special design or space in your store or outside your store or a distribution center, we can build to that space using our draftsman and a little bit of help from him to design it for you. All you have to do is pay for the equipment and the freight to ship it out. Outdoor kitchen business. So we have all kinds of different outdoor kitchen programs. I think for you all, the way to start is something very simple. We can do almost custom kitchens, but that is like plan B. First, I think you want to start here with a program we call Easy Order. The Easy Order program is made up of 4 kitchens, and they are targeted to hit certain price points. And there are best-selling designs, and we've loaded them with the equipment and upgrades that people typically ask for. They come with a set of standard features, and it's basically 3 steps. Number 1, you pick, and I'm going to just go to the next slide with the other kitchens. So Power Q, Luxury Q. BBQ is our #1 selling design, and we do 2 flavors of that. One with the Angus in it, one with the Brahma in it, which is 30 and 38-inch grill. The program comes with an order form, and as you can see on the left side, the Easy Order Island form, you pick your gas type, you pick which kitchen you want, you pick the colors, and there's only 4 options. You pick either brown or gray, rock, or rock stucco. And the order form takes you down, and you can write an order and not make a mistake on writing this order. There's a brochure handout that comes with it, the order form, and there's a pull-up banner that we can put in any location, either your location or in a retailer or contractor that you want to sell this to. The commitment on these kitchens is that they ship in 10 days, and we've taken great strides this year to stockpile this product. We basically pre-build it, except for the finish, so that we can ship it in a minimum or a maximum of 10 business days. Your special program, I'm just checking time here, we're doing great. We have 3 promotions. You can decide what order you want to do these promotions in. Promo 1, Promo 2, Promo 3 don't have to be done in that order. You can do them for in the bottom right-hand corner here. All promotions will be allowed to be done in 2-week windows. Promotions can be done in any order from 2-1. You select the date and inform the Bull rep. Promo free goods must match paid goods. No maximum order quantity. So I'll let you go through these, but I can give you a quick overview. The first one is we're going to give you a free searing burner with any grill that you buy, and you can give that to your customers. That's about a $400 value. So it's a profit enhancer, or you could sell it and then make more profit for yourself, or you can give it away as a closer for some deal that you're into with your customers. The next one is a build kit. Basically, it's kind of shifted down here. You get an Angus grill, a side burner, a double door, and a refrigerator, which is the core items in an outdoor kitchen. And if you do that, you get a 12% discount off the purchase of that. So you can either use that to sell the component groups to a builder and say, look, I got a great deal for you. If you buy these together, you get this discount. And you can do that in liquid propane or natural gas. The last promotion is a distributor sales step, and we'll do, for a $2,500 order, you get a $100 Visa gift card, and we'll implement that with your distribution center directly if it fits with your company policy. You have to provide us with a recap of your sales by salesperson, and then we'll prepare those gift cards for you. So just some ideas, maybe that you come up with some ideas of your own based on hearing what I had to say. We want to keep it pretty simple and easy to implement, but these were designed specifically for you, and they're out there if you want to use them. Let me know if you have additional questions about it. The other thing that we have going, and this is really for the eastern half of the U.S., I'm working on getting one for the western half of the U.S. now. We have a trailer. It's outfitted with everything inside. You kind of see in the lower right-hand corner that basically all of the components, or a good gathering of those, are inside this trailer. We can roll carts in the middle of it, or a kitchen out the back, and do product knowledge training with customers. We can do an event. We can do, you have a contractor day at your place. Couple of things that we got to keep in mind here with this is that it has to be pre-planned. We need a lot of lead time. It needs to be something significant to bring it out, and then we've got to work with the local sales rep to try and route it so it goes to more than one place. For example, if you had 3 locations, it'd be great to do all 3 and roll from one to the next, because it just makes it that much more efficient use of the trailer and the product. Our local rep has to be involved and will be there if this vehicle is at your place, and you want to work with your local person to try and schedule getting it into your market. It's great for anniversary sales, contractor days, big events, and it's even possible, if we have enough time, to get someone actually there to do a cooking demo for you. But it's all about finding and getting us some lead time and making sure it's something that can bring you some significant sales or exposure. I'm just going to fly over this. There are processes for customer service, how you input orders and islands and credits and refunds, and all of this can be done through our website. There's a dealer login on our website, and I encourage all of you to go to the dealer area, get yourself a login so that you can access this, to do warranty claims, to place orders, to do there's training documents up there, there's pictures, there's all kinds of things, videos, things that you can use for your own personal sales kit. So I encourage you to all go get your own login and get involved in the backside of the website to get all this information. So it's all there. But there is process. The warranty, the big part of the warranty process is we'd love for you to do it all online, because then there's a tracking for it immediately, and we have a claim number, and we know how well and how quickly we process that claim. The 2 key things there are serial number and copy of receipt, and then if there's pictures of the problem, that really kicks things off when you do the warranty claim. I'm going to say that I'm done way early, so I'm going to open it up to questions. Is there anything else that you guys would like to discuss?
Frank, we do have a couple questions that we got during your presentation.
Okay.
They would like to know how they can get brochures and sales sheets, example like quad folds and product guides from you.
If they're a current, if they're a current customer of ours, all they have to do is call or email our order desk, and they will send out the brochures. Just call, and our order desk is orders@bullbbq.com, and you can copy me. My email is simple. It's frank@bullbbq.com, and we'll make sure that you get your brochures that you need. If you're not a current, you're not a current distributor, that's fine. Just indicate that. Send me an email, and I'll make sure that it gets to the right person. so that we get you some things to work with.
Okay, and that question was from Rob Heron. And he also wants to know if they can get a copy of this presentation. So I'm guessing they can just email you for that as well.
Sure, yeah, email me. I'd be happy to. I'm going to turn it into a P. Well, it's only 6 megs, so it'll go through. If they want it PowerPoint or PDF, just indicate that in your email.
Okay. And that is all of the questions that I'm seeing right now.
Okay, great. Well, again, my email address is frank@bullbbq.com. If you guys have any additional questions, you can direct them to me. I'll make sure that I get them answered and give you the email addresses of anybody else that you might need to help you out in your quest to sell some books.
Oh, we did have a couple more questions come in.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Andrew Connor wants to know if all the prices will hold for all of 2017.
We don't make, as much as I'd like to, we don't make price changes in the middle of the year. Our price changes are always effective January 1st, and they hold through the end of the year. So that's a good question, but we don't, at this time, we don't do that. So yeah, the 2017 pricing is the 2017 pricing until January 1, 2018.
Okay. And then Stephen Romer wanted to know, he says, you mentioned the possibility of a Kamado or smoker option. What is the time frame on the product being available?
That's a really good question. I'm working really hard to have it on display in shows this fall, and then I want to be shipping January 1st.
Okay. Perfect. That's all I'm seeing. We can leave questions up a little bit longer if you'd like, or if you just want them to go to your email, that's fine too.
It's up to you. I'll take the emails. I'm available. I'm sitting here. I'll sit and sweep the emails for the next half hour, and obviously I keep an eye on them. That's fine. Thank you, Jan. Thank you all for your time, and I hope we can give you a hand and get you some incremental profit and revenue there. Take care.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.